Hey guys, Heavy Arms 45 here. Now, I've talked to y'all about my first character that I didn't give y'all a name. He was just a dwarven wizard, which isn't important to y'all. But my second character was Javo. Javo started off as a fighter. And I wanted to try and prestige class him into being a dwarven defender. Later on, Dwarven Defender got changed into Stalwart Defender when I got into Pathfinder. But I wanted to keep that, even though some people say that you get more benefits out of being a straight fighter in Pathfinder than you do being some prestige class. But he hasn't died yet. And actually, the fun thing is, even though he's a Stalwart Defender, I have not had to use my Stalwart stance in actual battle. I did one time when my DM Jacob decided that he wanted to try out his phalanx fighters on me. That was fun. 6 guys versus Javo, and Javo figuring that the best thing he could do is just stand his ground and fight them, and he still lost. Now, like I said, that's not canon, that's not in the books. It never happened. But that's something that happened with his character. When I first created him, Javo was just a fighter. He was lawful good. He carried a dwarven war axe. He wears full plate armor. He took all advantage of being a fighter. He walked around. He was big, bulky, and I enjoyed playing him. The rest of my group was a lot more special than I was. I had an extremely strong halfling there with me, a gnoll that had a pet hyena that he took with him everywhere, and to me that was the core of the party. A lot of time, some people changed, but though the 3 of us stayed there until finally in the end the whole people moved, people got different jobs where the scheduling just changed. Even when I came living back in my hometown, we tried to keep it going by doing it on Skype. We would Skype over and try and play that way. And sometimes it was just me Skyping in and listening to them, because when you're on Skype, the volume on how much somebody listens to you kind of goes away. You're not as, you can be as important, but everybody talking at the same time, you don't hear what people are saying a lot of times. So with that being said, Javo, when I first played him, I didn't know that he was on trying to be a dwarven defender. I just want a character, because my last one fell in acid, I just want a character that wouldn't die. So hence I created what I thought to be a tank. I'm not gonna say that that's the best thing that Javo could be. And for the most part, Javo has been basic for most of his life. The stories of Javo that I can remember, because with the years going by, there have been things that I've forgotten about. And if my DM Jacob hears this, he can go ahead and tell you, well, he can write in the comments what actually happened if he wants to. But like some of the ones I remember about stuff that happened with Javo is, there was a character one time that thought that he was tough. He was, if you ever seen the anime Vampire Hunter D, he made his character to be basically D. He had the demon hand, he had the darkness, he was shrouded in black, and we're all sitting up there, and my DM Jacob is, he's a fun guy to play with, but he is not one that you want to bring an evil character to, especially when he was using a prefabricated world. Like the world that he had us play in was a world that his DM created, and with his DM creating it, it kind of like from each story that each person His DM created, and he let each person that was a part of his original um, team take the story of this world, and they basically added stuff from different people playing the game and went back to his DM. So the Grand DM, I call him right now. So the Grand DM will get all the information from the regular DMs that he had that played in his campaign, and they would create this story. And from these stories, a world was created that basically it was so amazing in my head, being in this area. And when I guess it's no problem. It was a place called Talshandor, and Talshandor was such a interesting Talshandor, and the characters that were in it was that these NPCs were already made up. This world was already built to have somewhat of a good line vibe to it, and you bring in a character that has a demon hand. Like literally, if you see Vampire Hunter D, he has a demon talking to him and saying, tempting him to do evil all the time. And we told this guy that he shouldn't do this character. The character's name was Apollo, and Apollo decided that since Apollo decided to play Apollo, he had this demon hand, and the DM okayed it. I was shocked when I heard this. And so as the campaign was going on, there was a moment where Javo got turned dumb. We were fighting a creature that took away Javo's wisdom. And when Javo had no wisdom, Javo decided that, because Apollo's hand kept tempting him, and Apollo had to keep making Will say, well, right at the precise time where he felt like his mind was weakened from the same effect that made Javo's wisdom go down to like a 9, he thought that it'd be a good idea to attack the Knoll. The Knoll didn't think it was a good idea. I mean, no, he didn't attack the Knoll. He attacked the Knoll's hyena named. But with Javo and him being affected by these, but with Javo and Apollo both being affected by the wisdom effect, Apollo thought it'd be a good. Well, Apollo's demon hand thought it'd be a good idea to go attack Max, which was the Knoll's hyena. And when he did, he decided that when he did that, Javo, not in his best wise moment, figured that instead of restraining this guy, it'd be a good idea to just kill him. So Javo proceeds to all out attack him. Javo attacked him as hard as he could. The whole party tried to attack him as hard as they could. And some of them didn't even have wisdom problems. But Javo, I'm not sure if Javo was the one who had to kill him, strike or what. But Apollo died. At the point of seeing Apollo die, the party didn't have enough money to resurrect him. So we went ahead and took everything that he had and sold it off. And he might have been, even though he was dead, he made everybody else very well. He had a lot of expensive taste from what we saw, outside of anything that we were able to get. And so that's the story of how Apollo and Javo ran into each other.